We have mountains of medical waste. Americans are panic buying guns. And this is all due to coronavirus. Okay, some news from Poland, aka the makes no sense country. Here's a news headline for you. Teachers paid less than discount store cashiers in Poland. This is absolutely true what they're saying about the wages. Many popular stores really do pay significantly more than what a teacher gets. Not to say that a cashier's job is easy, still, it appears to be something that most people are able to do, versus teaching, not so much the case. But at the same time, 2 billion zloty was just invested in public television called TVP. It appears to be, it's practically a private political campaign of the current administration. If you watch the news on there, you can tell. In other news, we have church officials doing everything that they possibly can to try and stop the spread of coronavirus. As you know, Poland is a very Catholic country, so you would obviously expect that from our priests. And basically, let me give you some examples of what they're doing. So, we have a man named Cezary Filczyński, that's a priest, and he's flying his plane over the city of Wrocław, basically spraying holy water, I think, or doing something along those lines to try and stop the spread of coronavirus. Then we have someone named Mirosław Matuszny, another priest who's walking on the streets of Lublin and basically encouraging people to pray from their windows as he walks by and trying to stop the spread of coronavirus, therefore. And then we have the last person. Last person is Andrzej Dzięga, and he's writing his letters in Szczecin that are then later being read in churches during mass. And this man is actually an archbishop, so I should be careful about talking about him. But anyway, this man, in his letter, told parishioners not to fear the coronavirus and to continue practicing their faith as usual, including using holy water and receiving communion on the tongue. Because, yeah. And then we have a citation from him. He says in his letter, "Do not be afraid of the church. Christ does not spread viruses or germs. Of course he doesn't. Christ restores health. Satan is powerless in the face of holy water." That's basically some of the statements that he made in his letter. Yes, this is it. And this comes after we closed all educational venues, all entertainment venues. We've temporarily halted international transport of people, at least. And but why would you pay any attention to that? All the while, something else was happening in Poland. There's this Polish actor that's named Witold Sadowy, and he came out as gay on his 100th, as he turned 100 years old. 100 years old, and that's how long it takes, honestly, when you're gay and Polish. That's how long it takes to come out, for you to gather up the courage to come out. Anyway, I normally don't record in the afternoon, and I didn't even plan on recording this video, but I decided I had to because this is just too important. There are so many crazy things going on, and I have to say a word about this. So if you see some sunshine on me here, or me squinting here trying to talk to the camera, that's because the sun is about to look through my window, but sorry about that. Right now, the presidential election is coming in Poland in May, to be exact, and the current administration, that's a right-wing administration, thinks that it should take place. It's so logical to make people come and vote when the outbreak is just getting worse. And B, Duda, our president, currently receives quite a lot of publicity due to his response to the epidemic, while his rivals have had to cancel their plans and suspend their campaign events due to the virus. So, perfecto. By the way, on the radio, you can already hear these awful ads that are referring to different types of medication, and there's a slight coronavirus subtext everywhere. Slight, just barely there, but it influences your subconscious mind because they talk about some type of medication and they say, protect yourself from infections, especially now. They add this tiny little bit there, or things like that to make you stupid, basically. Because they can't really mention that it's for coronavirus, because you can't really, because there's no cure, but they want you to go and get the things and to give them money. So So that's what they do. Online, for example, online pharmacies basically do the same thing. On their landing pages, you can go and see for yourself, but they basically, they have slogans such as "Don't give in to viruses" or "Strengthen your immunity," or and they suggest their products, and sometimes they just blatantly display various ridiculous products that they think you should be, interested in because of the epidemic. So in 2019, Poland introduced these ridiculous LGBT free zones, and there's a whole Wikipedia page on it already too. You can go and just Google LGBT free zones, and it's gonna come up, and read everything that it says there on Wikipedia, and you can get a pretty good idea of what this is all about. But it's crazy to actually, because it's not just something, it's not like a Facebook group or something. It's legal. They are doing this for real. Meanwhile, there are news articles on whether you should kneel down, stand, or sit when you watch your mass on your TV during the epidemic. So when it's live streamed, because you can watch it, you can actually watch it on very popular channels. Do it, not just some random ones, the religious ones, but the main channels in Poland often broadcast mass. Take your pick. In Poland, you've got everything. I'm losing my voice. If you haven't noticed, I don't have the coronavirus, but I've been like this for about 4 months now, 3. It's bad basically, but I don't know. It's probably from singing these things, these ridiculous things, and this was just just a taste, just a drop in the ocean. This is not gonna end by itself. It's not gonna disappear one day. It's not gonna stop unless we do something about it. Pretty much every system that we created, not just in Poland, needs restructuring. It does, and there is no way that this will happen by itself or by majorities will. It will happen because of a revolutionary or because of a small minority. That's the only way. So again, those were the news for you, straight from the makes no sense country. And I wish you all good luck, because you're gonna need it, especially if you're in Poland. And I have guests.
We have a simple message for all countries: test, test, test. Test every suspected case. If they test positive, isolate them and find out who they have been in close contact with up to 2 days before they developed symptoms, and test those people too. Every day, more tests are being produced to meet the global demand.